Hey, it's your boy TD Landrum, and just trying to get this video up for YouTube and whatnot. One of the big things I am doing is that I'm beginning to put together some content and really have a discussion about real estate and the things that are really important. So you see me looking kind of decent. I gotta button this up, maybe a little too much peel right there. Turn it down. I gotta be professional. You know what I mean? Gotta be professional. Look at that, professional. Look at this. And I smell good too. Anyway, so the discussion this week is about what's really what are like the real hot topics on the market. And of course, the big hot topic is interest rates. This week, people are looking at there being a future state of increase in interest. And so, like with a lot of people, they're getting a little nervous about it because we've had these interest rates that have been so low. And I know I'm like, interest rate. But hold on. So the thing is that an interest rate affects everything from your monthly mortgage payout to even the amount of a loan that someone is eligible for. Guys, right now we're like in this rare period in time where you're talking about people are literally able to walk in and get a home loan of basically about $200 plus $1,000 very easily. It's not the easiest, but it's still very easily. Good credit, of course. A decent paying job, and at least 2 years of income, solid income. In some cases, 6 months of income. That's what's really driving the market and why people are beginning to pick up and run to a house. As well, there's a lot of people who are getting better deals on a lot of these houses as well too. Houses that were at one point in time going for roughly about $300,000-$400,000 in some of the further out northern locations in Houston, Texas. They're getting pretty good deals on them in some cases because there are drivers that are causing this. Tax policies are going to begin to fall off very soon. And like I said, the interest rate, there's two different interest rates. Now, there's a 30-year rate and then there's a 10-year rate. Apparently, the 10-year rate usually kind of shows where the 30-year rate will be at. And from what I understand, that's what's driving it upward because the 10-year rate is moving north. So it's not staying at the 2.81% that I saw in a report. It's actually going by more than 1% upward. Not just yet, but it's going to get there. It's climbing gradually. And so the other thing too is that you got to look at the other drivers of it too. The other drivers are unemployment, unemployment rate and things of that nature. Jobless claims, all types of other things that are really driving these numbers all over the place. And to be honest with you, it's hard to read the tea leaves as to what's going to happen next because it's a very unpredictable time right now, especially with financial policies. So what I would tell anybody is if you're thinking about it, get in it right now because that house will be one of your great assets to have. Now, some people be like, man, a house is not an asset, it's a liability. I get where you're coming from, but think about this. You invest 5 years into an apartment, you have nothing to show for it. You invest 5 years into a house, and let's say you do a little extra, maybe paying one extra payment a year, you have equity depending upon where you're at, but you can have an equity as much as 40 to 50 to as high as maybe even 180 to 190. Like, it just depends upon where you move, and depends upon what you do. So my advice to people would be, if you're thinking about going a longer term way of getting it done, I would ask you to really consider just look at what your lifestyle is. If you have enough money to put down a down payment on a house, I would tell you that it's probably a good time to consider, honestly, very soon. And then the other thing is that at the same time, though, if you ain't got the money, man, start working your behind off, hustle, start saving that cheddar, that cheese, that cabbage, that lettuce, and let's get together and work out a plan to eventually get you into a home and make that part of your portfolio. With that said, that's my little 5 minutes of playtime that I got for you. This is the YouTube channel special. You know exactly who it is. It's your boy, Houston, Texas, realtor, that friendly neighborhood, TD Landrum. And I'm coming to you live. And you can reach me again at 281-729-2863. Again, 281-729-2863. In the next coming weeks, I'm working on some projects. I've got to reach out to some people, as I mentioned before. We're going to change things up and really get to show on what we can do and how we can make some things happen for y'all. So holla at your boy if you need anything in regards to real estate, or even if it's just work knowledge or hustlenomics, as I like to call it. Holla. Later.